Hello, good day to every one of you. I'm David Oshin. I want to continue from where I stopped the last time. I was talking about how to create your WordPress website. So I showed you how you could just start up with your WordPress website, and I tried to explain some features up to this point where we go to. So I explained what the post is, the categories, the tags. I explained, so many other stuff, the pages. I explained the most important pages you need to have, which is the about us page, and the contact us page, and maybe home page. Just like three major pages. I said the pages are static, and posts are, can be updated. Posts are the things, you write, your write-ups and articles are all the posts. So your pages are static. They are maybe like your address, which doesn't change regularly, and some other stuff like that. So we got up to this point where, let's look at it again. We got to the point where we explained this this part of the theme. So if you actually watch the first one, then you will know that we stopped there. But if you didn't watch the first one, you can't get it. So you need to get back to the first video. Okay. So let's move on quickly. We've touched site identity. We've touched this one. We've touched this. We've touched this. We've touched the social links. Now we want to touch menu now. So I said you can create menus, and we have different locations for the menu. You can create a menu for the top account menu, this top. You can create for the menu, primary menu, that's in the middle, and probably you can create for the footer menu. So you can create menu and select, and just select, create a menu, for example. You can create a top menu, can do that. Oh, I have to give it a name. Maybe I want to give it a name like, what would be the name on the top now? For example, I want to call it home, maybe home, something like that, home. Now, when you are designing your website, you have to be very, very creative. You don't have to be a perfect website designer, like someone that knows, website design, but you have to be creative and innovative. Like, what do you really want to do? What you want to do is what we describe the kind of website you want to be. So you may have to write out, some things. I want my website to be like this. I want my website to be like that. So based on your description, then you can begin to analyze what to put, what not to put. Now, this is probably for a fashion house. That's why we have a picture like this. While we having a very bold picture, we prefer it because people actually love, when it comes to things about fashion, they love coming to a page, you see the shoes looking tight, you see, you know, you don't need to see too much of write-ups, but you can see a lot of pictures. So that's what determines the kind of website you have. The kind of thing you want to do determines the kind of website you're going to have. So we have the home menu, we click next. So primary account, and you can add items to this home menu. For example, what are the items I have? I can decide to add something like contact us there. I can add about us. I can add privacy policy. These are all pages. You can add pages and you can add posts. So I can add pages. I can add posts. Post categories, depends on how you want to do it. So me, I'm adding pages now. Let's say I've added pages. Now I can publish. Okay, so I've done the publishing now. All right. So you can also create, you can reorder, you can arrange it, in a different way. You can take this one up and take this one down. You can take this one down, this one up. It depends on you. So you can publish it and see the difference. All right. So that's it. Now let's move down to it here. We go down. You can also delete the menu if you don't like it again. Depends. So you have a current home. Yeah, home. This is done already. So let's go back. Let's check our website. In case you don't get any part, just ask your questions. Very, very important. Okay, so this is our website now. Okay, look at it. By fashionista, copyright, by the I wrote it two times, so I can just edit one. By fashionista, copyright 2020 by fashionista, something like that. Okay, so now look at my privacy. See this here. My privacy policy. Um, all right. Okay, this is something else also. This is see the pictures. This was, I didn't add this one to it. It's like it came together with the design, so you can always edit this here because this is the kind of fashion kind of design. So you can always edit this. You can put another picture here, another picture here, another picture here. It just depends on what you want to do. So that's that. Then contact us. Sorry, contact us. Then about us. Okay. Now let's move here. Same thing you have here. Contact us, privacy policy, like that. This is the privacy policy here. So for any questions, just drop it for me. I'll be right there to answer you. Drop it in the page. All right, so let's continue now. We could still create more menus. We could create more menus. We could create something like a menu for this home menu, right? We've saved home menu. We've saved it already. Okay. Now let's go to customize. You can also use this one menu in display, doesn't mean no. Okay. Let's come down. Let's go to menu. Let's view our location. We have home, top menu. You can have maybe not home again. You can create a menu. For footer menu now, we can add, what do we add at the bottom? We can add footer or something, footer. So what do you want to add in the footer? You can decide to add things like, home again, contact us, about us. It's your choice, oh. Your choice. You can decide to add that also. You can decide to add anything you want, just to make your website look beautiful. So that's about how the menu is going to be like. So let's see our website if there's any change. Okay, let's go to the bottom. Okay, it's like the change has not yet been affected. So it will be affected, not yet. So we'll look at that later. Menus. Let's see our menu again. Um, Top account menu. Okay, this is the menu already. 1, 2, 3. Display location 1. This one 2. You save it. Okay. All right. So I think I've saved that now. So that's about that. Then we've talked about the header. The header is the header, the image. This image I said yesterday is 1400 by 500. So you need to design another image of this same size to fit in either of these two. Now it depends on your team. Some other teams might not come with this kind of big image. It depends on the team you download for your WordPress. So if you have a team of 500 by 500 or something like that, then you need to actually work on that. Maybe 500 by 500. So that's how it works. Or You have a team of maybe 1,002 by 600. You have to work on that also. Okay. Now, background image, you can add a background image. Let's say I have a background image. I can tell you how the background, let me take this one. You can add a background image, you know, maybe to just give your website a little bit of a beautiful feeling. You can publish that. So let's see how the website is going to look like with our background image. All right. Okay, see, now you see that, see my ear. See, this is my ear here. This is my face. So because of the background image, that it has changed the color of the back, it has changed the color of some of these stuff that are here. Now you must look for your background image that aligns with what you are doing and is beautiful enough. So look at this one, it's not making it to look so good. So you have to look for a different kind of background image that works well. So let me go back there and edit that background image. So let me remove that. Remove it. So, but if you have a very beautiful background image, you can use it. It's gonna work fine. Okay, we've talked about this menu. Then we are about to move into widgets. Now, I said widgets are just like apps. So you can decide to add widget in different size. We have for this team about three places of widget. We have the footer widget, we have the footer widget 2 and footer widget 3. So the footer side, the footer is the bottom of the website. We have three kind of widgets there. Then we have the sidebar widgets. So let's look at some of these things. Footer widget now, you can add a widget. Look at the widgets we have. You can add an archive. Archive is a monthly archive of your site post. So, all the posts you have in the month, you can have it an archive. You can put it in the widget at the bottom. You can add an audio player if you want. You can add a calendar, a category, a custom HTML code. This custom HTML code, if you actually apply for, Google AdSense, or you apply for, an AdSense account, for advertisement on your website, the code they're going to send to you, you can put them inside this code, because they're going to send to you a list of code. You can put it inside this HTML code here to run. Then you can add a gallery, you can add an image, you can add a navigation bar. Depends on what you want to do. You can add it in this widget here. You can add recent comments, you can add recent posts, RSS. This RSS is, before it was RSS that was popular, or they call it atom feed. That means people subscribe to the feeds on the website. When you subscribe to a feed, anytime there's a new post, you receive notification instantly. Okay, so I don't think they use that now. There are a lot of other stuff they use, like maybe this one signal. One signal is, you can have it on your website that people click on it, so that when there's a new post, they are notified. You get, so people may not be using, they still use RSS, but not like before again. So before, they just subscribe, you can subscribe to the RSS of a website, so that anytime there's a new post, you just receive notification direct like that. You can also add a search button, whatever it is, just you can add a video, a text, or something like that. You can add any kind of widget. So what widget am I going to add for my own kind of website now? Let me see, let me see, let me see. This is not a music website, it's a fashion website. So I can decide to add a widget of image or something like that, gallery or image, or something like that. I can title the image um, new products or something like that. Yeah. Then add image, but I don't have images here. That's the challenge. So I have to just keep adding one, you know, add to the widget just for you to see anyway, just for you to see. So then now it's asking for link. Now link means look at here. In case there is maybe I want to add a link to this picture. For example, I may tell them now that if you want to purchase the goods, no, I'm not a good though. Let me look for another picture before you exchange me for a good. Let me look for another picture. Maybe I should replace image now. Let me check the system. There's any other picture. Okay. For pictures now. Oh, I don't know. But let's just use something. Let's take this. Now you add widgets. So I want to tell them that now this is something like a picture of a beach or vacation. Now someone just looks at this picture like, wow, I'm interested. So I can decide to put a link just with the image like there. You see, HTTPS. Now this link I want to add now is a link that will take me to maybe the website where this thing is being done or something like that. Or think about the fact that you want to even write an advert, you want to put an advert for this product. You can just write the website that this. Now let me give an example now. Let me write my own website. Okay, done. Then I publish. So let me go there, visit site. So let me go down to the bottom of the website. Look at, so the widget, you have three widgets position now. See the widget one. Widget one. Let me click on it. Here's going to take me to new product. It's taking me to my website straight away. Look at that. So that's how it is. Taking me to our website straight away. Guys, I have to, let me continue. So we can see this is it. Clicked on this and it took us directly to this place. So let's okay. I did, yeah. I have to go back, not cancel like that. So that is this widget position one. Let's see widget position two. Now this is where we found the widgets, right? Customize. Oh, that's widget there. This is widget. So widget position two now. You can add another image. Maybe something like, let me take another image now. Upload file. Let me go and import another image. So let me take something like this one. So taking it now into the, all right. So I can add the widget, then also put another URL here if I like. The reason I'm putting the URL there is so that people can click on it and it takes them to, a different location. And that tells you that, let me give this a title, maybe you are describing the product now. Maybe you want to arrange your product in batches, new products, and maybe this one is what can I call it now? Returned product. Is it returned now? Something just, oh, you won't like to see returned products on the website. Maybe something like fresh products or something. Just then you could put your URL here, just like that. You see, where's our image? The image has gone away. Okay, so another URL now. Another URL. Let me just add our normal URL. Digital learning blog. Digital learning blog. No, digital learning school. 01.blogspot.com. So, if I can remember your URL, I will have added it also. I can't remember your URLs. So let me move straight down to that. Let's look at it. Let's go down to it. Visit the site. Okay, image position 2. Click on it. It takes me here. Okay. All right, I'm not going to close it again. So that's it. Then I can have image position 3 also, if I want. So we have 3 images here, 1, 2, 3. Now, if it's on the phone, it's going to look straight, of course. It's not going to bend like this. It's going to look straight. So those are what they call the widgets. They're just extra functionalities that give us your website a better look, a sweeter look, or something like that. So that's it. That's about the widget for you. You can add different widgets as you like, based on what you're doing. So I can decide to add more if I want or something like that. I can add categories, I can add whatever it is. Depends on what I'm actually doing with my website. Let me go to home page settings. Now for home page settings, we have 2 settings. We have the latest post setting on the static page. Now look at what I told you about the blog. You can choose what's displayed on the home page of your website. It can be posted in a reverse chronological order, like a classic blog, or a fixed static page. You can set an home page you need to first thing to create 2 pages. Now, so this is what we're talking about. You can make your website look like a blog. That means you're going to create only one static page, or only one page, like latest post page, just like we have here now. So every post just comes and is going in chronological order like that. Or you can have something like this. You can have a static page like this, and you can set 2 pages. You can have home page. You can set one home page. You can set another one post page, depending on what you want to set. Okay, so you can have 2 pages for your website, or you can have just 1 page for latest post. But when you have a static page, that means this point you can set home page to be a static page, and you can set the post page to be where you are posting your articles. Depends on you. So then additional access, this one you don't need anything about. You don't have any business with this one. This is just not for you. It's a little bit technical for those guys that understand this stuff, not for you. So let's move on. Now that is about, no problem. That's about what we have on this stuff here now. This theme editor too, you don't need, see, it's going to warn me. You don't need any business here. You don't have any, look at it, it's warning me, heads up. You appear to be making direct edit to your theme in the WordPress dashboard. We recommend you don't. Editing your theme directly can break your site. So you need to be very careful. Unless you are a programmer, you have to go back. Or if you say, I understand, look at it. Any mistake, if you touch anything and what the way coding runs is like just one mistake, like a comma, you remove the comma, the whole site can just crash up like that. So you don't have business here. You have to go back straight away unless you're a professional in the art. So from there, we move straight to the plugins. Now, let's see the installed plugins. the plugins we have installed the Askimet Antispam. This one is against spam messages. Now, it's very common to blogs that they receive a lot of spam messages. Spam messages means just a message that is just directed to your own blog or something like that from nowhere. You know, just people are just have the habit of just sending spam messages all around, and actually very bad because when you are maybe on the blog and you see some kind of messages that are not related to the blog, and you see some links and other things, it doesn't give the blog a good reputation because some guys send all these spam messages to be able to steal information from people or to be able to redirect them to a separate location. So they just put a link, you click on it, and you go to a different direction entirely. So you don't want that. So you can always apply for Askimet anti-spam. Actually, it's not free, so you can activate it. Um, you can activate it. You can set up your Askimet network. So they ask you to set up your account. You can set it up. Look at that. So see, look at it. You start. I think this one may be free for some time, but look at it. There's a pricing to it. So even though you want to start, I believe this one they may give you free for some time. I don't know what is asking to you. $36 per year. Look at that. So continue and pay $36. So you can pay $36 to enjoy that. Okay. So, but there's something else we can do to prevent spam messages. We're going to move there because. So where are we now? Let's move to users. Under users now, we have what we call all users. Here you have, me. This is me, my own username. This is me as the administrator. You know, this is my username, and this is my email, my username, and I can write my biography here to show in my post at the end of my biography information about me as the owner of the website. You can fill it up if you want. It's very good to fill it up also. And you can generate a new password for your website in case you generate a password that maybe you misplaced that one, or you want to generate a password. Somebody has seen your password, you want to generate a new one, you can generate it here. So for these users now, you can add more users to your website. For example, you can add someone else. You are the admin, you can add someone else. You can fill in the person's username, email, first name, website, give a password to the person, and you can decide what role the person actually has in your company, your website. You can give the person a contributor, an author, editor, or administrator. Administrator means the person has the same rank with you. It can be able to manipulate your website for you, or I said website for you, and manipulate it against you, or even you can be able to, any changes the person make can affect your website. So you can put the person as a subscriber. Subscriber is a limited position just to subscribe. You can put the person as a contributor. The person can contribute. Author can contribute also, but doesn't have the full, edition of your website. So the person can contribute a little, not too much. Editor too. So it's a rank. So you can add people to your website so that in case you are not around, this is what they call a content management system. You don't have to be around 24/7. So I'm not around, I have an author. He just enters with his own name. For example, now I fill in my username, maybe I feel like David, email, Oladayoshin, first name like David, something like that, last name like Oshin, website like maybe a notice or something like that. Then I can show my password. See the password is giving me. See how the password looks like. Then also I can I can make this person that I just make an author. So if I make him an author, he's not going to have full access to the whole site. You only have access to posting content. You get, so that's how it works. So I can cancel this. So that's how all users are. Then use your profile. You can see your own profile personally. This is your profile. You know. Then you move to tools. You don't really need much things in tools. You don't need much in tools. Then we move to settings. In settings, this is the title. You can edit the title of the page. Fashion out, you can edit to something else. You can explain in few words what this site is about in this tagline. This is the URL that I created, just a test. So test, it's not a real, it's not a real stuff, just to test and teach you guys. And you can also, edit the format. Maybe your date format. You want the date format of the website to be July 3rd, 2020 or 2020 0703. It just depends on you. You can edit time format, different thing. You can save changes, tell people when you're going to be at work or something like that. When week is going to start or something like that. Under this writing, you can decide to put your post in categories. This is your email. You can generate a password. Then when you want to actually publish your website, when you've completed your website, like you're done with it, there's something you do now. So when you publish a post, automatically notifies site update services. For more info, see site update services. Now, it is important that when you want to publish, finally, you want people to see your website, you actually go to these guys here. Okay. They give you a list of, XML, RPC ping services. So you can just, copy this. Maybe just copy it or something like that. From here. Okay, let me do it this way. Copy. So let me go back. Then I'm going to clean that first part. So by doing this, I'm notifying all these blogs. I'm notifying them, all these are blog sites and all those kind of things. I'm making my work public into, the blog space, the blogosphere. So anytime I release a post, it just goes around the whole blogosphere. So it's very important that if you want to make your post to be seen, you update the services. You can just save changes. Okay, I'm not doing that because I don't really need it to be seen like that. So then reading. For your reading, if you are actually having a blog, how many posts do you want them to see when they enter your website? Do you want to see them to see up to 10 posts or up to 5 posts? It depends on how you want. And how do you want the post to be? Is it in a full text or a summary? You choose all these ones yourself. Then I don't think anybody wants to do this. But do you want to discourage search engines from indexing your website? Look at it. It's up to you to honor this request. So I can say no. I don't want search engine to see my website. I want my website to be closed from any search engine. That's your business. You can decide to do that if you want. Then for discussion now, under discussion, you can edit some things. We are still going back to plugins though. We are not done with plugins. We're still going back to plugins. You can edit some things here. You can decide to attempt or notify blogs linked to your post about your new post. You can allow link notification from other blogs. All these are your business. Now, comment settings here. And a comment author, it depends on you. You can decide that if I want a comment author, anyone that want to comment, to fill out his name and email. That's it. Or you can say everyone that wants to comment must register on my website before they can comment. Actually, this is actually very good for for stopping spam messages. So when you want to stop spam messages, that means anyone that wants to comment should be able to log in first and be registered before you can comment. With this, you can't get spam messages again. You can also use that anytime they post the comments, it should be emailed. It should be the website will have its own admin email. They should email you, and anytime a comment is in moderation, they should email you. You can also say that before a comment appears, comment must be manually approved. That means if somebody even posts a comment on the website, it's not going to show automatically until you approve it. That's the manual approval. Another one you can do is you can actually hold some comments in moderation. If you observe some links that are always, all those guys are sending some stuff, to your website, some spam messages, you can decide to just highlight some of these spam messages and put here and save it so that anytime they send anything like that, you hold it in moderation. It's not going to allow it to flow. Or you can even do a block list. All those kind of comments, you just put them here, then that's a block list. You save it, then you save changes like that. This is for media. You can actually create. So look at it. This is the you can create. You can change the images and sizes of your stuffs like that. Yeah. Then this tells you about the maximum size of what you can upload. You can upload up to 1024. This is very big. You can upload, you know, a very large amount of stuff, videos or whatever it is on your website. All right, so we have family links now. This is how the link of your website will be. So if you want your website to be like this, it's up to you. That is going to show https testing.nhs.org 2020, or you want it to be something like this. Depends on you. Okay, so that's that. Then you have the privacy, your anti-estimate, anti-spam. So that is that for that. We don't know. We're just starting. So let's go back to plugins. All right. Yes, I know I'm not done with this. I've not yet paid my money. So you can add some plugins to your website. Plugins are the beauty of websites. These are the major apps your website needs to function beautifully. All right, so you can add some plugins. For example, I can add something like contact page. Maybe I just search for contacts 7 or something. I think that's the code called contact form 7. I can install that. It has over 5 million active installations. That's big. That tells you the number of people on WordPress. So now, what's the function of this? It means like contact forms. Okay, see the contact form here. You don't need all of this stuff. You don't need it. All you need to do is just see this short code here. You copy this short code, Control C. So in case, let's go to our pages now. That page they put contact us. Now you can paste it here. Control V. Now I've done that. Then you update. Let's see how it's going to look like. You view your page. So see the contact us now. Yes, contact us, your name, you fill it. Anybody that comes to your page and clicks on contact us, you see this, you fill your name, David Oshin, email, your message. So anyone that want to contact you, you can just make it look more formal. Basically, can fill in these details and send. It's going to come to your admin mail on the website. So you're going to see it. So I'm going to stop here. I'm going to continue the plugins later because the plugin is a big one. So let me just stop at this spot now.